So here before us is a Nexus 7. This is my first experience of Android, so I thought I'd shoot a video of how easy this thing is to set up. This is a refurbished model. I'm not sure whether it's 2012 or 2013. Apparently the Android operating system on it is upgradable. When you turn it on, the first thing you see is Google. There's a lot of Google branding around the packaging, and then you get some exciting dots, as you can see. This is actually my second time of turning it on because I did want to know if the battery had got any life in it before I started shooting a video. So then we get Android as confirmation that it's booting, and a welcome screen. Now has it got English UK for me? English United States, English UK is down at the bottom. So no, we don't want to select this camera I'm shooting on. We do want to select my router, which is that one near the top, and you'll have to bear with me for a sec. In fact, I'll probably stop filming while I type the password in. So now, having typed the password, I think it's safe to start filming again, and we'll hit connect. Detecting IP, connected. This can take up to 2 minutes. Now I own an iPad and an iPhone, and they don't take 2 minutes to connect to my router, but checking for updates. If you use another Android device, you can quickly copy your current setup to this Nexus 7. I don't use another Android device, so no thanks. Try and get this so you can see a bit more of it. Now you have to sign into your Google account. So we'll stop filming again a second. So now we're signing into the Google account. I don't really need to see my email address. Please ignore my email address. Checking info. Automatically backup device data, Wi-Fi passwords, call history, app data, like Google's location, help you find apps. Mission accuracy, helping. These all seem pretty valid things to click on. And presumably we're nearing the end of this process. I'm just glad it came out of the box with a fully charged battery, which means once I've done all this I get to play around and set up apps. If you also use a personal exchange email, add it now. I have absolute. Oh yes, I do. I do use Yahoo and Outlook. We'll add those later because I already have them set up on my iPad anyway. This is your Google Play library. Touch to view items you've used recently, plus extras we've added. Resize and press hold and let go and drag the blue dots. So there it is. Initial front page, and because I'm already signed in to and system update downloaded, Android system update. Oh, that popped off before I had the chance to hit install, so we'll look into that later. Well, I'll end this video on seeing what it can do with nifty things that come from already being signed in. So here's Chrome, which comes up nice and quick. So presumably, if I want to go to my Facebook, See, I thought this would automatically know my Chrome bookmarks, but not necessarily. Now I've got to muck around signing in. Well, something rather useful it had done, it had remembered the email addresses that I have pre-stored in Chrome on other devices. Well, we won't save the... We'll close that for now and make a decision later. Facebook wants to send you notifications, so we'll allow that. And there's Facebook, so we know that the web browser's working. So I've started up YouTube and it wants to upgrade YouTube, so I guess we'll update YouTube. Update. Apps built for Android 6 and I will ask for permissions. Okay. Well, this will at least give me some idea how long it takes to download an app. Thinking I should hit stop on the video again. Yeah, that download pending stayed up for a bit, but now it's actually downloading. It doesn't look like it'll take very long, because it's 15 megabytes. And it goes quickly to installing. I'll hit stop on the video again. So that didn't take too long, about a minute or two. And then we can hit open. And we want my YouTube account. So here's my recent uploads, and something that's doing quite well is something shot on another Wi-Fi camera of mine, this QX1 video.
What are you guys playing?
I'm supposed to be playing Game of War, but this one player keeps kicking my ass.
Is it the Legend 27?
Yeah, the Legend 27.
So there's me.
Well, it's a short video test
And it's a good
my
excuse to see
Sony
how
QX1. First time I've shot any video on it.
loud we can make this.
So I'm not sure how well the microphones are picking up my voice, but as you can see,
It does actually look far better to the eye
1080
than it does on the camera.
It uses proper.
But there you have it. I'll leave you with my mug there, and relatively easy thing to set up this Nexus 7. Well, it looks like all of these things. I will now spend the rest of the day, probably and beyond, putting apps on its 32 gigabytes. So, goodbye.